I'm Neil Kardos with Readability, coming at you with another tip to improve the readability of your patent applications. So the tip is this. When you're drafting the specification, don't jump around between figures to describe the invention. So at Readability, our preference is to have an intro paragraph giving an overview of what's shown in a figure, then say everything there is to say about what's shown in that figure and the related details, then have a conclusion paragraph for that figure to reiterate that what's shown is just an example. Then repeat that for the next figure. So this makes your writing more readable by creating an organized, predictable flow for your patent application. So now I want to discuss how to handle two scenarios that come up fairly often. First, I often use a series of figures to help tell the story of the invention. Maybe figures 1A through 1C, for example, where figure 1A shows the first few steps of the invention, then figure 1B picks up where figure 1A left off, and so on. In this case, I have one intro paragraph and one conclusion paragraph for the entire series rather than for each figure, because this provides more continuity to the story. So in the second scenario, you might have a figure, let's say figure 1, that shows the entire invention at a high level, maybe a high-level system or process. And then you have another figure, let's say figure 2, that shows one part of the invention in greater detail, maybe a component of the system or a step of the process. So when you reach that part in your description of figure 1, I recommend describing what's shown in figure 1, briefly referring to figure 2, and then immediately continuing with the discussion in figure 1. So for example, in figure 1, you might say, as shown in figure 1, the server may apply a machine learning model to diagnose an illness as described in more detail in connection with figure 2. As further shown in figure 1, the server may output a treatment recommendation based on the diagnosis, and so on, finishing your description of figure 1 before moving on to figure 2. So I recommend this approach instead of jumping to figure 2, giving a full multi-page description of the details, and then returning to figure 1. If you do that, you're going to lose the reader. Thanks for watching.